Good morning, everyone. This is Srikanth Rajan from mpiinvest.com and welcome back to yet another morning market report. Yesterday, we discussed in the weekly meeting, that the market is actually looking really weak, especially after the global markets went really weak last week. So, coming to the US market, the US markets have actually fallen the highest in a day since March 2020, which was the fall during the pandemic eruption. So after that, this was one of the biggest fall, majorly because of the bad results coming up from the companies there and the fear of stagflation, which I had explained yesterday in the meeting. For members who are not part of the community, do remember to be part of these meetings in our community, which will help you learn a lot of things. Well, the market is of course looking weak. In fact, SGX Nifty has actually indicated a very big gap down, exactly as we discussed yesterday. In fact, it is hinting a open close to almost 17,000. Yes, so it is actually right now sitting at around 16,970 and could actually open at a big gap down to at around 17,000 or slightly lower than 17,000, which of course is a very important level to be watching out, because I told you there are a lot of positive as well as negative things in the market. It is a test today on who will win the market. Will it be the bears or the bulls? So let us talk about what are the things happening in the market, and let us see what can actually finally take over the market today. So coming to the first part, if I look at the positive part, the Brent crude futures are actually prices are sliding down and come down by about 1.8%, majorly because of concerns of the degrowth in the global economy as well as lockdowns in China, which actually can bring down the requirement of fuel in the market. And that's exactly why the prices of fuel has actually come down to almost $104 a barrel. So this is really good for a country like India, because we are one of the major importers of crude oil, and this can be really important to support the market. But then there is yet another challenge here. Indonesia has actually put a ban on exporting of palm oil from Indonesia from 28th of April, which is going to be yet another challenge, because India is the world's largest, one of the largest countries which is into importing of oil. And this actually means that cooking oil, so when palm oil is not coming in, that means cooking oil can also get costlier, and this actually can lead to higher inflation in India. So this is a major concern, because the reason cited by Indonesia is that the labor has the unavailability of proper labor has reduced the production, and hence they may not be able to supply anymore outside. So this is something going to be really challenging for India as well. So this is a major concern that we have to look at. But then there are few positive things as well. So especially since the big wigs of Nifty, ICICI Bank, Reliance, and HDFC, all three have a great news. These are three stocks, if can perform well, can lead the Nifty on a good support. So this is something that we have to look for. So I already discussed about the ICICI Bank results, which were really good and beat market expectations, and came out with 59% year-on-year growth in standalone profit. So that is something really good, and the effect of which is yet to be seen today. The second good part, I would say, is the Reliance Future Group deal broke off. Yes, so the Reliance Future Group deal is no more, and I see this as positive, though many people might see this as negative, because Reliance actually has taken over many of the outlets of Future Retail, Big Bazaar across the country, and at this time when they are closing and leaving the deal, what would happen to all those acquirers? So this could be a small negative, but then on a larger front, this uncertainty about the Future Group deal has actually gone off, and that is actually positive for the market. And not only that, a company coming out of any legal hassles is actually a very big positive for the company, and this should actually go up. But if you see, last week Reliance has been on a big uptrend. So if some people go and think of booking some profits there, we could see a sudden movement downwards. But then this should be overall a very good positive for Reliance. So it is now again a fight between the bull and the bear here. Coming to HDFC Bank, so HDFC Bank has actually announced a beautiful dividend of 15 rupees 50 paise per equity share of 1 rupee, Yes, so this is actually a big dividend, and this is something very looking very positive. So this should be something that can actually power the markets. Again, Tata Motors has increased the prices of their cars effective 23rd April. So this again is a beautiful thing because the prices of Tata Motors can be increase in profit for the company, and that's exactly what can power the positivity in the market. So these are major stocks which can actually support the market, and if the auto sector is giving some support along with all these big bigs, I am sure the Nifty may not fall much further from here. So if that is the case, and also if you remember, 16,800 to 17,000 has been a great support for the market. With that, I expect from here to take a reversal and take a support. But if things go against the view, and if 16,800 is broken with a lot of strength and goes down, then it is my way to turn bearish for the market right now. So that is something that I'll be keenly watching out for today, because I do have a few positions along with the Gold Club members holding few positions to make some profit out of this market. So if 16,800 is broken, we would be going into a slight trouble, but then we will make some adjustments which will be shared in the Gold Club directly. So apart from that, there is some good news again from Nykaa. So the e-commerce company has acquired 18% stake in clean beauty brand Earth Rhythm for 41.65 crores. They've also acquired a 60% stake in Nudge Wellness for 3.6 crores, and it has also bought another brand KICA for 4.51 crores. So Nykaa is on an expedition of conquering a lot of products in the fashion and beauty industry. So this is going to be very positive for Nykaa. So in fact, I would recommend to start adding Nykaa on a SIP basis, and probably this can actually give some good profits. Remember, I am not a SEBI registered analyst, and this is not a stock recommendation, but this is something which I say that I am going to do because this is something very important for myself as a profit. So this is something that we want to add to portfolio to give some good profits in the coming weeks or months. So that's something I'm looking to add. Coming to some results which came up, Tata Metallics came up with a 30% year-on-year decline in profit, and the profit has come down at 52.5 crores. Though the revenue has increased to up by 22% to 808 crore, which is something not that really great. So if you see, profits have come down, but revenue has gone up. So it could also be because of the expenses which is going up, like I told you, because there's a lot of coal requirement in all these companies, and that's exactly why we could see the cost also going up, and hence the profit also coming down. Hindustan Zinc clocked a 18% year-on-year growth in consolidated profit and came at 2,928 crores, while the revenue also grew up by 26%, which is great, which we had actually discussed long back, and I think some of us are already holding Hindustan Zinc in our portfolio. Similarly, looking at Federal Bank is looking good because Ashutosh Kajuria, who is a member with amazing experience of 36 years in the banking industry, has been given approval by RBI to be reappointed as the executive director on board from 1st of May till April 30th, 2023. So that is a good news for Federal Bank. So look out. Of course, we are holding it in our portfolio already, and I am expecting some movement there. Railtel Corporation has another news as they received work order from Odisha government for from the Electronics and Information Technology Department. They will be commissioning a secondary bandwidth and replacement of equipment along with implementation of other projects at a cost of 122 crores. So this is something good. And as I looked at Railtel is also looking good for a longer term investment with adding on a SIP mode from now. Aditya Birla Money actually has doubled their profits at 7.62 crores, majorly because of increased number of users. Yes, as many users are joining the bandwagon to invest in stock market, all these companies which are broking are also getting some good profits. So this is also something that can be watched out. And Torrent Power also has some amazing news that they have bought 50 megawatt solar power plant. In fact, the company has acquired a 50 megawatt solar power plant from Sky Power Group, and they've also entered into a share purchase agreement with Sky Power Southeast Asia, where they are going to acquire 100% stake in Sun Shakti solar power projects, right? So this is something very important because the way Torrent Power has been performing in the past few months, actually this can be a greater news to support the growth, and this can actually go higher. So this also can be kept in the watch list. Now, summarizing the day, like I told you, there are positives, there are negatives. The positives is the ICICI Bank result, the SDFC Bank dividend, and Reliance calling of the Future Group deal, and Tata Motors increasing the prices. Now, coming to the negatives, global market, US markets are in a big negative. The futures of US market is also in a negative. But the best part is in India, the Nifty is already coming with a gap down, and Brent crude futures are pricing downwards, which is a good for Indian market. If this thing supports, there are chances the market may not fall as low as the US markets, but then 16,800 is a major level to be watched out. And on the upside, I would still see 17,000, 17,150, 17,250, and 17,400 as the major resistance upwards. So this is something that we can watch out for the coming day. Let us look to be adding good stocks at each dips, like I told yesterday, and I would also be looking at booking partial profits whenever I see some good rise in each of these stocks. So this is the theme for the day and the week ahead. So with that, let me end this day. Let us catch up in the evening discussing of what happened in the market. So till then, this is Srikanth Rajan signing off. If you have any questions, do post it in the comments, and your feedbacks are also welcome in the comment section. Do press the like button if you love the content that we are sharing here. With that, this is Srikanth Rajan signing off. Goodbye.